Alicia Simmons, Miracle! Woo! Here we go.
Woo, I ain't want to bump Heather too much. She be flying over there and shit. They be like, damn, where'd Heather go? Give her a hug. She be like, I can't breathe. How y'all doing? Y'all out on a Thursday night? Give it up. I love coming to Georgia. I love coming out here with my family and stuff, coming to Atlanta. I know we in Woodstock. I know, y'all. Y'all like, cause y'all be ready to say, this is not Atlanta, you know. Coming to the ATL. No, you're not in the ATL. You're in the suburbs. You're in Woodstock. Shit. But I love coming here. I had a birthday on Monday. Yes. I made it another year. I'm going through the change. I know you can't tell because I'm a black woman and black don't crack. I know I can be either 35 or 70, you won't fucking know it. But I am, I'm starting to go through that change and stuff, you know? And let me tell you, it's a fucking beast, okay? I thought when I stopped wearing high heel shoes, I was like, all right, I can't do the heels anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go to the wedges, the big girl shoe, a wide wedge. I was like, so I can still keep my sexy, show those calves, you know, big girl calves on my wedges. And then I had to say, fuck them wedges. I was like, let me put some flats on. The flats are too flat. Shoot, I'm like little Goldilocks trying to taste some porridge and find a good bed. Shoot, I was like, all right, fuck it. Sneakers, boom. Let's just solve that problem. Yeah, I mean, like I'm going through the change and I got cravings and stuff like I'm pregnant all over again. You know, my husband called me up and he said, Honey Bear, I just came from the grocery store and I picked you up some salt and vinegar potato chips. And I said, oh, honey. I said, somebody wants some pussy tonight, boy. Oh, salt and vinegar potato chips? Oh, ooh. My menopausal ass is like, yes. I started sweating. The devil, boy, I get to sweating and I'm like, damn, is Satan sitting next to me? My goodness. For real, it's serious. That change is serious. You gain weight, you wake up, you like, oh, damn, how did I just went to bed. How I wake up with 50 pounds on me, you know? For real. You know, you start getting comfortable too. You know, like some women in your marriage, you decide, all right, I'm not gonna wear makeup all the time anymore, right? You know, it's like some ladies used to go to bed with makeup on back in the day. Their husbands never saw their fresh face. That's some bullshit. You know, ladies, we do, right? And so my decision, I was like, all right, I'm getting comfortable in my marriage. I'm getting comfortable with myself. I'm going through the change. I want to stop wearing girdles. For y'all new age bitches, shapewear. Y'all be killing me, shapewear. It's a fucking girdle, okay? Pulling you up, you like getting that belly up like, you know? And men don't do none of that. Ain't no girdle for a man. You see these men walking around, they got their gut hanging over their pants, their trousers. They done lost some weight and they still trying to find their waist between their gut and their waist, you know? And it's acceptable. Don't nobody say, put that shit away. You know, a woman is like, baby, wear a girdle or shapewear. I spent thousands upon thousands of dollars on shapewear girdles, you know? So I said, fucking, I ain't doing that no more. That's out the window. You know, my husband, he told me, he said, Honey Bear, I just think you're sexy. But I want to be able to pick you up one day and put you in a good sexual position. And I was like, ain't nothing wrong with that. He was like, well, you know, you gained some weight. I said, no, I didn't. I took off my fucking girdle. I'm the same weight I was when I gave birth to your son, okay? 12 years ago. I'm still carrying that baby weight. And I was sucking it in with a damn girdle. And now I made some big grown woman decisions to take it off. For real. I was like, you better put your big man drawers on and pick my ass up. Don't introduce no sexual position to a big girl and you ain't gonna follow through. You'll get fucked up. Have to box his ass, be like, I'm gonna box you and lifting me. You better lift me the fuck up. Yeah. I had a friend talking to me about the kids nowadays, our children, that our children are a little soft, you know. We made them that way, that's our fault. You know, we baby them too much. We like, oh my baby, my baby. We throw them lavish parties, theme parties. My son is turning 13 this year. I'm already planning his party. I'm planning a whole theme for his party and stuff. I fucked him up, you know? I mean, like, really. And then you really can't threaten them, right? You can say, I'm gonna take your phone away if you act up, you know? But then they got the Xbox, they got the Nintendo Switch, they got the computer. They still gonna communicate to what the hell they wanna do, right? So you really can't threaten them. And they know how to call child services on you. So that goes out the window, you know? It's like when I was a kid, I'm the youngest of 5. It was 5 of us. And we was Jehovah's Witness kids. So to put that, but let me put this in perspective. My first time going trick-or-treating was when I was 16 and I looked like a grown woman. So I dressed up as a teenager. My first time going trick-or-treating. And my father, he would threaten us, right? I grew up in Newark, New Jersey. So his way of keeping us in check was telling us that he gonna move us to the Amityville horror house. Y'all know that, y'all know, like, it's a true story. And it's in Long Island. And I used to think it was in Amityville, New Jersey as a little girl, like, you know, he like, and I'm the youngest, right? So I got all these older siblings where I'm like, you motherfuckers better stay in line, because I don't want to move to that house. One of my brothers cut school one day, and my dad was like, oh, what? I got a call from the school. I got calls from the school at my job. Y'all know how embarrassing that is? I was like, please, Daddy, please. He was like, I'm packing y'all up. Amityville Horror House, packing it in. I was like, no, Daddy. No, I was like, you fucking siblings fucked this up. I was like, the walls bleed. Y'all know? I don't want to move there. Yeah, my dad, he was ruthless. He was like, I'm buying that house, calling a realtor. And I found out my father couldn't afford that house. I mean, it's a beautiful house that sits on a private lake, you know? I'm like, they get the demons out, I might just move there. But I mean, really, we gotta threaten. You know, now, like, we plan these birthday parties for our children, these lavish birthday parties. And then why do we give out swag bags at the end of them? Why? Who started that shit? What mother in a fucking knitting circle said, hey girls, I'm gonna have a little party for little Sally this weekend and I'm knitting some things for the swag bags. We should all do that. Who said that was okay? I done paid money for this party at David Buster's, right? She's shaking her head, yup, I fall into it. She over here like, you know what, I just gave out bags last week. Fucking swag bags. I was like, y'all don't already had a party, you don't have pizza, right? You done had candy, you done played some games, you done already had the party. Well, I gotta give you a bag on the way, and they look for it too. They like, what's in this bag? It's crap in that bag. Some stickers, a few lollipops, a spider ring or some shit that we gonna be cleaning out of our carpets or from under a chair and throwing out. The hell? I'm like, really? I was like, this party I'm planning, listen, this is what I wanna do. I wanna stand at the door and I wanna give these little motherfuckers advice. I wanna give them advice on how to live their lives, okay? Little Tavali, right? I got a fucking Tavali in the group. Y'all don't even know. Y'all like, what he Nigerian. Little Tavali. Don't eat so much cake. Save some. Shoot. I mean, really. It's like these kids, we do so much for them. We do so much. I can't do the Amityville Horror House with my son, you know? And then we let them have pets. We let them pick out pets that they don't take care of. My son, I mean, like, listen. Black people, y'all gonna kick me out, for real. My son came to me on around his 8th birthday, and he asked my husband and I for a bearded dragon. I'm a black lady that grew up in Newark, New Jersey. The fuck is a bearded? What the fuck is a bearded dragon? And people like, oh no, they're great pets. They're great pets. I go to bed at night and I hear crickets throughout my house. I'm like, I'm in a swamp. Why? Why am I hearing crickets? Okay? And then my poor husband, has bonded with this dragon. You know why? My son is 12 now. 4 years ago, we got this dragon. My husband take care of that dragon. He done grew up, my husband take care of, my husband is like, boy, go in there and feed your dragon. Did you feed your dragon? Did you clean up after your dragon? I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know that's your dragon. Just leave her. The dragon just lives in his room, but it's yours. My husband take the dragon out, dress him. Picked out this black lab female, and she competition in my house. She think she the big dog over me. I come in his room at night to check on him. She bucks up like, huh, what it be, Ma? Can I help you? I'm like, no, you cannot help me. I'm like, I don't know why you acting like we got some beef or some like gang violence going on right here. She was like, I'm just with my boy. I'm like, did you just lick him in his mouth? What you gonna do about it? I'm like, bitch, man. I'm like, this some white folk shit here. It's like my father just pops right into my mind. I can hear him saying, see, I told you need to leash that dog up outside. As soon as you let that dog in the house, it thinks it's better than you. Like, damn, you know. I gotta touch on something real quick. Why are people up in arms about a fucking drag queen story hour? I just gotta know, like, I wish I had drag queen story hour when I was a kid. I mean, really, have you seen RuPaul's Drag Race? I mean, I'm sorry, drag queens and kings are the most positive motherfuckers you can have around. A man dressing up in a dress, a fly-ass dress to a frock. We call it a frock. Dressing up in a frock, full face makeup, man. If I had drag queen story hour, Dr. Seuss would be it would be a whole nother story to me. Thing one, thing two, you need to get your shit together. Step your pussy up. You need a stylist, you know. Man, I'm like, why? I said, people ran on drag queen story hour. I said, this cannot be a thing. I was like, they must hate fashion. They must hate art. They must hate beauty. Man, I mean, I watch RuPaul's Drag Race religiously. And yes, religiously. And I'm like, shoot, I want to learn how to dance Melissa Edwards. Yes, I want to Vogue and do all of that, okay? I found Lizzo on RuPaul's Drag Race. I was like, what? Who is this big girl singing it up for the drag queens? They fly as hell. I was like, these people have never met a drag queen, because if their children came home from drag queen story hour, they would be like, what you learn today? And them babies would be like, well, let me tell you something. I learned about contouring, and I learned that a good bead gotta be flat so it can show your extensions and accent your butt, you know. And then they read Little Red Riding Hood, and it was nice. Yeah. I just had to touch on that. Just had to touch on that real quick. That's my PSA. That's my PSA. Yeah, I mean, like, really, you know, we're going through things and stuff in this country, and we gotta hold each other tight. You know, that's my motto. We gotta hold each other tight. And Georgia, I tell you, like, I'm watching Ken Burns' The Revolution. I love his documentaries. I'm writing to him to do a damn drag queen documentary. It'll be very much in depth. I'm like, I need Ken Burns to do a 13 episode about drag queens and the history of drag so they can educate some of these damn politicians. Shit. Yeah, but I'm watching the American Revolution, and I was like, damn. I mean, like, I study history and everything. I went to college. My student loans have been forgiven. Thank you, Joe Biden. He liked black women. He liked black women. We're gonna find out one day that Joe Biden had a black mistress. We like, hey, and his wife did not complain. Because that black lady probably hooked him up with some knowledge on some shit, right? Right, black ladies, we be clocking it. All right, white people, this is not a gang sign. This is black ladies just be clocking it, okay? Just be clocking it. Y'all can use that too. For real. Yeah, you want a black lady in your crew, man. You want them, because at some point, we gonna listen to a lot of shit. We gonna hear a lot of shit. And at some point, y'all gonna come and ask us, as you do, our opinion. And we're gonna say, pull up a fucking chair. Cause I'm about to school you on some shit. Yeah, most of y'all got a Donna that works in your office, your black lady Donna. Oh yeah, you got a Donna or a Millicent working in your office. Shit, and if Donna or Millicent come in, they don't have that pressed hair, they got some braids, y'all freaking out. Y'all like, oh, they done fired Donna. Oh, damn. You going around the office, they done fired Donna, nobody told me, I thought I was in. I thought I was on the end. What? Donna's in my lottery pool. She picks the best numbers. We won $3,000 last month. What am I going to do without Donna? You know, you get up the strength to go up there and meet that new black lady because you're thinking about what numbers she can pick out. And you're like, oh, hey, it's Donna. Thank God. Oh, my God. Like, Donna, I thought they let you go. You look so different in your Nubian braids. You know, you don't know what to say because it throws you off. We throw you off, right? We throw you off. We throw ourselves off, too. I have some sisters where I'm like, oh, sister, I didn't even recognize you in your braids. You know, we put braids in our hair. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who is this new person? Now we get a long Pocahontas weave, and it's like booty shaking, black lady like swinging it around, pole dancing. Yeah. I like that. So I want to tell y'all a little something about my life. I'm married to a Caucasian man, so I'll be at y'all barbecue. I'll be at your holiday dinner or something. I'll bring some Tupperware. Y'all pack me a plate to go. And my husband, we're two different people. You know, we're two different people. We met in Los Angeles. And let me tell you, I like to wear my African print clothing. You know, I dress the way I dress. And my husband dressed like he stormed the Capitol. Honey, if he wasn't sitting next to me on the day it happened, I'm looking for a presidential partner. You know, for real. But my husband recently, he did his genealogy and everything. He did his 23andMe. And this man, so excited about his numbers, right? Okay, no surprise, 95% Scottish. No surprise. 0.01% Angolan. It's in Africa, look it up. Angolans were the first slaves. Angolan. But he happy about that. I said, don't go to no black neighborhood talking about I'm 0.1% Angolan. You gonna get fucked up. But this is the thing he like over the moon about. 4.99% Neanderthal. And it tracks, okay? Because when I met him, he was 80% hobo. He was just 5 seconds away from jumping boxcars, and I saved his ass. He saved me too. He like to say, I saved you. You know, let me tell you, I turned that Neanderthal hobo into a husband. He cooks, he cleans, he takes care of the child. You know, and let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you have somebody you iron, but they are just not at your standards, you bring them to me and I put them in a crash course. I can turn a stripper into a housewife. I can turn an unhoused man into a nice, upstanding politician, okay? So my mother-in-law, she lives next door to us, and she likes to text me. She likes to send me text messages. And I have some of her text messages right here. I just picked out the top 3. But she's a different monster. She's from Alabama, and she real cool. And you know, she met me in Los Angeles, and she said to me, "Jason didn't tell me you were black." My husband's name is Jason. And I said, "Oh, really?" I said, "Oh, shit." I said, "Well, sorry, Mama, I done already fucked him." And I was like, "Let me tell you, Mama, white men can't jump, but they damn sure swim." She was like, "That's how I got his daddy," you know? So my mother-in-law, she likes to write to me and stuff, so I'll read a couple of her text messages. And these are her actual text messages. I ain't even bothered to memorize them because I'm going through the change. I'm trying to make sure I know my set and not all her text messages. But here we go. Text message number 1. "I remember making a joke yesterday about the hood, but I can't remember what brought it out of me. Was it funny? I hope it wasn't rude. I remember I thought it was funny." Text message number 2. "I like the word fold back. I would like to fold back on myself. I don't know what that means, but I know I want to do it. I'll look it up." Text message number 3. I woke up this morning thinking about what I think could be a funny sketch or comedy. It would be about what is the most shameful thing you have ever Googled. Like, this morning I woke up and my butthole is itching. I mean, really bad. And I wanted to know why. I was thinking if I died today and one of my loved ones was checking and found out what I had just Googled, how embarrassing it would be. But there are so many things that I would not want anyone to know that I have Googled. I just think that could be funny somewhere. Have a good morning. All right. So I'll leave y'all with this. Like, the pharmaceutical companies, man, it's a lot of stuff out here. You know, everybody doing the weight loss medication. You can tell that I'm not on that weight loss medication. Like, not only my insurance won't cover it, but I did try it and it rejected me. I just gained more weight. So anyway, it's this commercial that's out. It's been out for a while. And this lady, she got a boyfriend. She wearing all white. She romping on the beach. She on a white horse and stuff. And I was like, are they bringing douches back? You know? But it's the herpes medication. And she's like a lounge singer. She turns into a lounge singer and she sings, my boyfriend, la 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 la, was worried because I'm living with genital herpes. Not the kind that just pops up on your lip and go away in 3 days when you use Blistex. I said, honey, don't you fret. All you gotta do is buy a little bottle of Valtrax. Valtrax. Common side effects may cause you to shit yourself in the middle of the afternoon. May cause temporary blindness. Your hair may fall out and your clitoris may turn into a penis, but hey, isn't it worth it just so you don't have herpes? I'm about to lose this bout. I hope they haven't run out. I need this prescription filled. Oh my God, I need this pill. I need me some good old. I need me some good old. I need me some good old Valtrax. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for all the comedians you heard. Heather has done an amazing job making a platform for women. You know, we women are told so much about what we cannot do. And I say this, okay? I tell men this. If you can bleed out your fucking penis once a month for 3 days, then come talk to me about what I can't do. But until then, give the props to Heather. Thank you, Heather.